7 years have passed since the controversial Darling in the FranXX anime came out. Jesus, time flies. This has definitely become an anime that is widely known on the internet. And if you don't know what it is, let me just show you this. Seems familiar? Yeah. She is probably the reason this show was popular. Anyway, this was my first anime ever, so I may sound biased, but the thing is, it's really magical when you just watch it for the fun of it with no prior knowledge. Same goes for the manga, which is even better, but we'll get to that later. If you don't already know, the story takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where teens pilot big robots called FranXX. It's in the title, oh my god! To battle these blue creatures called klaxosaurs. FranXX require a male and female chromosome to work and have a very weird way of operating. Now these kids don't know anything about the outside world other than fighting and what they're told, so... North Korea base. The show follows Squad 13 and our two protagonists who later join the squad. Hero, a boy who is unable to pilot the FranXX, and 02, a girl who is also a klaxosaur and is always alone because she doesn't have a partner. They just die because she's too hot. At this point you may call this an Evangelion copy, which... I mean, I understand, but be for real. In today's world, what isn't a copy of something? Anyways, this is the shortest explanation of the plot that I can give without this video becoming a bedtime story. So... I'm not good at going very deeply into a story, finding its meaning, symbolism, etc. like probably most people. I watch a show for the fun of it and not to do homework, and that's what I'm basing this video on. Now, even I can see that it has questionable character development and world building. It wasn't going to be anime of the year, of course, but it started out hella good. The music, sound effects and animation, they are absolutely up to date. Even 7 years later, I think they are still one of the best. Next to Arcane, Darling in the FranXX is the definition of music making a scene much better. Some scenes the music is alright, but on most the music gives me chills. So yeah, no, 7 years and it could still compete if it had a better story. The show has 24 episodes and sadly after episode 19, it all went down from there. Like how? How do you mess up a show this good, this badly? Like let's say our protagonists, they had a ton of character development at the start of the show and then after that it's just repetitive. And the other characters are, they get a bit of scenes here and there, but nothing too big, only until around the end. The world building has massive issues too, but long story short, they answer the fans' questions in unsatisfying ways. And there are plot holes just straight up not answered. Even after all these things though, the anime was still going to be one of the best, right? Well, what made it go from hero to zero was really just its ending. You see, if it compared to the manga, which is very good, it seems like they only made enough storytelling for 15 episodes. Yet, they made 24. And they pulled a Fortnite. Running out of ideas? No problem. Quickly make something for 9 more episodes and air them. But how they f***ed up so badly is crazy. No build-up or foreshadowing either. Just like that. Aliens, then space, then power of friendship, then big mommy robot. And you can imagine how people reacted.
The ever-loving You've literally been through the 5 stages of grief with this show. I was laughing my ass off.
Everybody was laughing their asses off. And here's the thing, I didn't. A reunion of our characters after all they went through would have been nice to see. While I get that 02 and Hero sacrificed themselves to, save the others and later reincarnated as children. Dude, that does not make it a happy ending. Our original Squad 13 is long gone at this point, and does reincarnation even count as having our original characters? No. Now, while the anime finished in around 6 months or so, the manga lasted for 2 years, if I'm reading this correctly. And guess what? They did it. They didn't include all that bullshit from the anime and kept it short and sweet. Gave us a happy ending and that's it. My only problems with the manga are the anime is way more famous and recognizable, which in turn overshines the manga. Number 2, not many people know there even is a manga. And number 3, people may think it has the same flaws and ending as the anime, and they won't even bother reading it. And it makes me sad how my first and favorite anime of all time is just a laughingstock on the internet because of how bad they f***ed up. I'm actually so sad that I went ahead and got the last volume of the manga to remind me what the actual ending is. Here it is. Let me just show you. Now it is in Italian since I live in Italy, but here it is. This ending is so much better. That's it. It's a happy and simple ending with no bullshit ass alien. If you haven't seen the anime, watch it till like episode 14 or 15 and read the manga from there. Trust me. I love Donning the Franxx, and I always will. Most people like it for 02, which, fair enough. So yeah, no, 7 years later, it's still controversial, that's for sure. Not many people are criticizing it this much anymore, but the voices of those who like it aren't heard at all. If we look at 2020 numbers, oh shoot. So yeah, the main point of this video is if it's standing up 7 years later, and I gotta tell you, it's not. And while others may find the romance secondhand embarrassing, I think it's actually pretty good. I hate romantic movies and shows, but this is the only one that I haven't cringed at all. One thing that could definitely use fixing is its ending and just the whole second part of this show. So maybe a future video. I usually don't fight for a game or show this badly, except for Terraria, that's peak. But honestly, this anime changed my view on things for the better. This show really changed my life, and I won't forget it ever. And after Donning the FranXX, I've watched many more anime. And while maybe some of them were better than Donning the FranXX, I will cherish this franchise forever. If Donning the FranXX ever got a remake or a live action, you know I'm gonna be waiting until it's available like a little goblin. And if it doesn't, I might as well just get a body pillow, I guess.